The final goal is to purify the mind. And purify the mind not just at the surface level, but purify the mind at the deepest level, the root level. To change the behavior pattern of the mind, the present behavior pattern, which keeps on remaining agitated all the time. Something unwanted happens in the life, and they keep on happening. One starts tying knots, starts building up tensions, starts generating negativities. Something wanted does not happen in the life. Some obstacle has come. And again one starts tying knots, building up tensions, starts generating negativities, anger, hatred, ill will, animosity, etc., etc. Tying knots all the time. One has become a bundle of knots, Gordian knots. So tense. The entire physical structure, so tense. The entire mental structure, so tense. At times at the surface level, you try to relax. Try to relax your body, try to relax your mind. It is helpful. But you never know that at the depth level, there is a constant tension going on, constant agitation going on. Because constant tying of knots is going on, constant generating of negativity is going on. That makes one so miserable, so miserable. How to come out of this misery? This technique will help you to go to the depth of the reality of your mind and matter structure and realize the truth about it and understand at the experiential level how and where you started generating negativity, how and where you started multiplying the negativity. That means you started generating your misery and started multiplying your misery. You must go to the source of your misery. Then only it will become possible for you to come out of this habit pattern where out of ignorance you don't want to remain miserable. You don't want to multiply your misery and yet you remain miserable. And yet you keep on multiplying your misery because you are ignorant what is happening deep inside. You don't know. This technique will help you. All the saints and sages and seers of the past have said, know thyself, know thyself. They became saints because they knew themselves. They passed through the process of exploring the truth about oneself. Know thyself not merely at the intellectual level, that won't help. Know thyself at the actual level, that means the experiential level. What is this to which I say I? This corporeal, physical, bodily structure, this mental structure, the combination of the two, is this I? Tremendous amount of attachment towards this physical structure, the mental structure, by identifying oneself with it as I. And the resultant misery. When you identify yourself with the matter and the mind, and you develop attachment towards it, you start becoming tense. You start tying knots. and the misery starts. To accept it merely at the intellectual level, or even to accept it at the devotional level, because an enlightened person has said so, doesn't work. At the actual level, you have to explore the truth, the reality of your entire being, the mind, the matter, from the surface level, the apparent grossest level, going deeper, 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 subtler, 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 subtlest level. This technique will help you to explore the truth of the entire field of matter, to explore the truth of the entire field of mind at the experiential level. If someone wants to realize the truth at the experiential level, one has to work within the framework of the body, not outside. So the technique will help you to explore the reality within the framework of your own body. And respiration, the breath, will be a very important tool for you. Pure breath, bare breath, as it is. One reason why we do not want you to have any verbalization or visualization is, of course, a minor reason, but still an important reason is that when you verbalize, you generally use a name of this god or that god, this goddess or that goddess, founder of this religion or that religion. And then you get involved in a particular religion, in a particular sect. And the technique wants you to work at the level of universal truth. The entire technique is free from sectarianism, universal. If you use a vision, an imaginary vision, a shape, a form of this god, that goddess, founder of this religion, that religion, again, you get involved with a particular organized religion, a sect. Everyone cannot practice. Those belonging to that particular sect will practice that way. It won't be universal. Understand, our misery is universal. The malady is universal. When someone generates negativity, anger or hatred or ill will, passion, fear, ego, any negativity, one becomes tense, becomes miserable. This applies to everyone. When you generate anger, what label can you give to this anger? That now this anger which has arisen is a Christian anger, or this is a Jewish anger, or a Hindu anger, or a Buddhist anger, or an American anger, or an English anger, or a Russian anger. Anger is anger. And the misery that one experiences because of this negativity, again you can't label it a Hindu misery, or a Muslim misery, or a Christian misery, or a Jewish misery. Misery is misery, universal. The malady is universal. The remedy has to be universal. Sectarian remedy cannot help. Therefore, one very important requisite of this technique is that every step that you take on this path, from the beginning till the final, you reach the final goal, every step must be with the truth, the truth, the truth, the truth that you experience, the truth that you experience at this moment, like this, from moment to moment, from moment to moment. Whatever truth manifests itself within the framework of your body, the truth pertaining to this physical structure, the mental structure, You just keep on observing, observing, observing. This is universal. Same with everyone. Till you reach the final goal. Don't mix up with any belief or dogma or cult or philosophy of this tradition or that tradition, however correct they may be, however true they may be. The reality that you have not experienced is no reality for you. The reality experienced by an enlightened person, the Buddha, or say Christ, or say Muhammad, is the reality for those people, not for you. When you reach that stage and realize yourself, it becomes a reality for you, not till then. So work with the reality that you experience directly within the framework of your body from moment to moment, from moment to moment. The breath that you are experiencing from moment to moment, breathing in. This is the reality of this moment. Breathing out, reality of this moment. If it is deep, it is deep. It is shallow, it is shallow. Then it is a universal object, not a sectarian object. You can't say the breath that is coming in is a Hindu breath or a Christian breath or an American breath or a Russian breath. Breath coming in, breath going out. The object is universal truth. If you keep on working with universal truths, the technique is such, it will keep on taking you from very solidified, intensified, apparent truth of the surface level, and you will find how day to day, as you are here for 10 days, day to day, piercingly, penetratingly, dividing, dissecting, disintegrating, dissolving, you are moving towards subtler reality, subtler reality. Day to day you will be moving from the gross to the subtle, the subtler, the subtler, and certainly this technique will take you to the stage where you experience this subtlest truth